My beloved brothers and sisters, many times in life we find ourselves overthinking. We sit for hours worrying about matters that have not yet happened, matters that may never happen, and matters that Allah has already planned perfectly for us. Overthinking eats away at our peace. It drains our energy and it removes our focus from the present moment. Yet if we pause and remind ourselves of one simple truth, that Allah's plan is always better than ours, we would find peace instantly. Allah is the one who created you. Allah is the one who sustains you. Allah is the one who knows your future before you even step into it. So why allow your heart to drown in worry when your life is already under the control of the Most Merciful? When you look back at your own journey, you will notice that so many times you thought you were doomed. You thought you had no way forward. You believed that this was the end. But today here you are, listening, breathing, and alive with new opportunities. That was Allah's plan. He carried you through the storms that you thought would destroy you. Sometimes we plan our lives to the finest detail. We think about where we want to be, what we want to achieve, who we want to marry, how much money we want to earn, what house we want to live in. But Allah has a greater plan. He knows what will protect us, what will elevate us, and what will purify us. His plan may not always align with our desires, but it always aligns with what is best for our faith and our eternity. Overthinking usually comes from fear. Fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But Allah reminds us in the Qur'an that He is the protector, the provider, the one who suffices His servants. And when Allah suffices you, what is there to fear? Every difficulty you face today is already written. Every blessing you will receive is already decreed. Every person who enters or leaves your life is by Allah's wisdom. So instead of drowning in endless thoughts, place your trust in the one who never fails. Many of us lie awake at night, tossing and turning, replaying conversations in our minds, imagining scenarios, trying to calculate how tomorrow will unfold. Yet the reality is you cannot control tomorrow. You cannot even control the next breath you take. That is Allah's domain. Your duty is to live today with gratitude, with patience, with effort, and with trust. The rest belongs to Him. Think of the moments in your life when a door was shut in your face. You were hurt, you felt rejected, you cried, but later you realized that Allah had something better waiting for you. At times He blocks your path not because He wants to punish you, but because He wants to redirect you. His wisdom is infinite. His knowledge is complete. There are things you are asking for right now that you think are good for you. You are making dua day and night. You are crying to Allah for them. And sometimes Allah gives you silence. You begin to think He has forgotten you. But Allah never forgets. That silence is also an answer. Perhaps what you are asking for will harm you. Perhaps the timing is wrong. Perhaps there is a greater gift waiting down the road. You may not see it today, but one day you will. My brothers and sisters, if you carry the habit of overthinking, remember this: life is not in your control. It never was. It belongs to Allah. He is the master of every moment, the writer of every chapter, the controller of every outcome. The more you release your grip and surrender to Him, the more peace you will feel. When you are faced with a challenge, instead of asking 1,000 times, "What if?" ask yourself, "What now? What is my responsibility at this moment?" To pray, to try, to trust, and to move forward. The rest is not mine to carry. That belongs to Allah. Look at nature around you. The birds do not overthink whether they will find food tomorrow. They wake up, they fly, and Allah provides. The trees do not overthink when the rain will fall. They stand in patience, and when Allah decrees, the clouds pour down. If Allah provides for His creation without them drowning in thoughts, how much more will He provide for you, His honored servant? Overthinking often robs us of the present. You could be sitting with your family, but your mind is in another place. You could be in salah, but your mind is racing with tomorrow's worries. You could be in a moment of joy, but your heart is still heavy with anxiety. That is not what Allah wants for you. He wants you to live with sakina, with tranquility. He wants your heart to be content with His decree. My beloved, whenever your mind races, pause and remember, Allah's plan is always better than mine. Even if I do not understand it now, even if it breaks my heart, even if it takes me down a road I did not expect, it is better because it comes from Him. You see, we as human beings only see a tiny picture. We see the present and maybe we have memories of the past, but Allah sees the entire story, the beginning, the middle and the end. So why would you not trust the author of your story? Why would you try to rewrite what He has already perfected? My beloved brothers and sisters, as we continue reflecting, understand that life is not about having everything figured out. Life is about walking with faith, step by step, even when you cannot see the entire path ahead. It is about knowing that if Allah brought you this far, He will not abandon you now. When overthinking attacks, remind yourself that your responsibility is only in the effort, not in the outcome. You try, you plan, you make dua, you put in your best, and then you leave the results to Allah. This is tawakkul. This is trust. Without it, your heart will always be restless. With it, even in storms, your heart will be calm. Think of a ship sailing in the ocean. The waters may be rough, the waves may rise, but the anchor keeps the ship steady. Tawakkul is that anchor for the believer. No matter how much your mind tries to drift into fear and worry, your trust in Allah pulls you back and says, "Be still. Allah is with you." Sometimes, my brothers and sisters, Allah delays what you are asking for because He wants to prepare you. If He gave it to you too soon, you would not be ready. Your faith may not be strong enough, your patience may not be deep enough, your gratitude may not be sincere enough, so He delays, and in that delay He builds you. You may not see it, but He is shaping your character, polishing your heart and purifying your soul. Other times Allah takes something away from you that you thought you could never live without. You cry, you feel empty, you feel lost, but then over time you realize that He replaced it with something better, or He replaced it with Himself. He drew you closer to Him, and that closeness is far more valuable than anything you lost. So never think that a closed door means Allah is unfair. A closed door is sometimes the greatest mercy. It protects you from harm you could not see. It saves you from pain you did not know was waiting. Allah knows, and His knowledge is not like ours. His knowledge is perfect, complete and timeless. My dear brothers and sisters, learn to live in the present moment. Today is all you truly have. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is unseen. Worrying about what has passed will not change it, and worrying about what is to come will not bring it faster. Focus on today, make today count, smile today, pray today, thank Allah today, trust Him today. If you wake up in the morning with a heart full of gratitude, even if you have little, you will feel rich. If you wake up with a heart full of trust, even if the future is uncertain, you will feel safe. If you wake up with remembrance of Allah, even if the world seems heavy, you will feel light. Overthinking only steals from you. It steals your joy, it steals your health, it steals your ibadah. You cannot worship with a heart that is always racing with fear. You cannot enjoy your blessings if you are always thinking about what could go wrong. You cannot focus on your salah if your mind is trapped in endless scenarios. So remind yourself, I am not in control, and that is okay. Allah is in control, and that is enough. His plan is always better, always. And when you trust His plan, even your pain becomes bearable, even your struggles become lessons, even your losses become gifts, because you know that behind it all there is wisdom, behind it all there is mercy, behind it all there is Allah. My brothers and sisters, when you are overwhelmed by thoughts, take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart and whisper, Allah knows, Allah cares, Allah will provide. This simple reminder can bring peace to the most restless heart. Spend more time in dua than in worry. Spend more time in dhikr than in endless thoughts. Spend more time in gratitude than in regret, because what you feed your heart is what grows. If you feed it worry, it will grow in fear. If you feed it remembrance, it will grow in peace. Do not let overthinking control your life. Let faith control your life. Let trust in Allah guide you. And remember, the Prophet ﷺ taught us to say, if you rely upon Allah as you should, He would provide for you as He provides for the birds. They leave in the morning hungry and return in the evening full. Look at that simplicity. The birds do not sit on their branches overthinking whether the worms will appear or whether the seeds will be enough. They fly out, they do their part, and Allah provides. You too are a servant of Allah. He loves you. He has written your sustenance. He has written your destiny. And He has promised that whoever puts their trust in Him, He will be enough for them. So stop overthinking, my brothers and sisters. Live with peace, live with gratitude, live with trust. And whenever your heart feels heavy, remind yourself Allah's plan is better than mine. Always. As I end this reminder, I pray that Allah grants you calmness of heart, clarity of mind, and strength of faith. I pray that He removes your worries, replaces your fears with peace, and guides you to a life of trust in Him. May He make us from among those who live with tawakkul, who accept His decree with contentment, and who find joy in His wisdom. And remember, my beloved, the next time you are tempted to overthink, pause and whisper to yourself, Allah's plan is always better. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.